Good evening. Did we get everything that we needed done? I think I went through the checklist. I hope we're on time. Howdy, everybody. We were
Hey guys.
blitzing through things. Hello to Grillson. Welcome back. Inos, EDM, Mossflower. Good to see you back again. Clockwork Coyote, Jojo Binks. Howdy. We're sitting there, Officer Fox, with the official cap. On that note, I am actually, because I get tired of trying to figure out how do I get it, because I have a cowboy hat and I wanted to kind of wear a cowboy hat on the farm. So I was like, that's it. I'm looking on the wiki page to check hats and see how you get them. And I was like, okay, what's the cowboy hat? And the cowboy hat is, of course, right at the top of the list. And it's complete the museum collection.
One of the hardest to get because the museum collection relies really heavily on just
RNG,
which, yeah. But I think the horse was wearing the official cap, so you can swap out for that and be Officer Fox on the farm.
But the horse was wearing the fedora because it looked very good in the fedora. Like it matched its color scheme.
Got it.
All right. And there's also a top hat, but it requires something that kind of is a spoiler. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting that anytime soon. I'm kind of going through the list of available hats in the game and seeing what I have in real life. And I'm coming up a little bit short. We could get a hunter's cap. Like allegedly right now I can get a hunter's cap. But I thought a hunter's cap was like the thing that is that comes down over your ears.
Like the ear flap thing. There was a name for that kind of hat, but I totally lost it. I'm also like...
I'm not sure how that's different from a Sherlock cap either.
Right. There was a name for that kind of hat and I forgot it. Deerstalker, thank you, Rilson, in chat. Deerstalker cap.
And did you get the sailor's cap in game?
I don't know.
Did you win the fishing competition at the festival?
Yes, okay, I have the sailor's cap. That's what I'm wearing right now, actually.
Oh, in game?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, well, in that case, you could be wearing the sailor's cap behind you.
I could be.
But you can't see over the brim.
No, I can't. So I don't like wearing that in real life. And I was actually...
You make Deerstalker's clockwork? Interesting. Random.
Oh, cool. Well, that's neat.
A lot of them are linked to achievements. That's what I'm looking at right now. So there's the fedora. We got the fedora. That wasn't particularly difficult to get. It did require the Stardew
really cool.
Fair.
Like Clockwork, if you want to share examples or links or something in chat, I would love to see some of your work. That's really cool. I know hats aren't especially easy to make.
And
they require a lot more structure than a lot of other tailoring. So
we can put links to that in the Discord. So since it's a little easier to
share let us all admire your work, dude.
Discord.
Maybe you'll get a couple of sales out of it too. Always happy to, let people talk about their own handmade goods and such as well.
Oh, and we can get mouse ears and cat ears. That seems a bit redundant when we already have animal ears. So I'm not sure how that will work.
Yeah.
And to get the cowpoke hat, which I'm not sure how that's different from the cowboy hat, you have to ship 15 of each crop. That means every single crop has to have shipped at least 15. So that's
one is a poke and one is a boy. So,
Yeah, well, there's pokes, there's boys. There's also a cow-gal hat, which is a lot easier to get. All you have to do is ship 300 of one crop. So with the hops going, I mean, them showing up every day, it'd be pretty easy to ship 300 hops.
That is true.
There's a blue and red cowboy hat as well, which are randomly found in treasure chests in Skull Cavern, which we should probably start going to a bit more often, even though we don't. One of these days, we just have to take a bunch of energy and food and just queue up all of this, one thing, so that way it doesn't take up a ton of our inventory and just knuckle down and roll right through this.
Well, we've also been starting to look at once we
There's a knight's helmet.
Really? I didn't know that. That must be a new one.
Random monster drops from Metalhead. Okay, yeah, I'm getting into spoiler stuff now. So I'm going to stop looking at what it is to get them. I'm just looking at the hat. But I was totally going to check out. There's a knight's helmet and a squire's helmet.
That's cool.
And I kind of want those now because I could totally wear those on...
Eldar Shadow 86 cheered X5000.
No question about who is stream boss right now. Elder Shadow, thank you very much for the very generous donation.
Thank you so much.
I think that is the first time we have ever seen that cheer bit. Look at that, and it just there's so much weight on that cheer, but it just knocked a bunch. It didn't bounce at all. Got my taxes back. Wow, congratulations on getting your taxes done so fast too. Wow.
Oh my gosh, you already finished your taxes? Wow. Okay, double congratulations for that, but also thank you so much. That's so generous of you. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I bet getting them then in that fast, I bet they came back really fast too because they were sitting there, I was going, what? Somebody already submitted? Okay, here you go. Fox's weakness, night gear. Exactly.
I should get our taxes in. Thank you for reminding me that there's really nothing keeping me from doing it, because I think we've gotten all of our paperwork back.
Elder Shadow is basically just paid for our next hat, or our next helmet. Essentially, I'm actually short a knight helmet right now because the good one that I wanted, that I've seen reviews on, was on back order, and it has been for months. And I had to return the other ones because they all had weak weld spots and were broken.
Yeah,
even if I bought another one, there was a blown out weld spot, an even worse one on the second one. And it was just like, okay, obviously if I just keep getting these, they're all going to be broken. So I'm just sending them all back. They didn't fit really well either, so
Not a huge loss, but at the same time, now we're kind of out a knight helmet possibility for hats.
I can wear chainmail. I don't see any chainmail in this
Elder
list,
Shadow
though.
says submitted their taxes 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah. That's still a pretty quick turnaround.
That's a really quick
but
turnaround.
again, you're one of very few, I'm sure, who have submitted their taxes this early, at least for people who live in America.
All right. Enough looking at hats, Fox. Because
Right.
I mean, that's kind of her thing. That's why I was
Enough
looking at
hats.
it. But
Well, it gives me a little bit of time to transition because I was, if you saw Fox's Twitter post about it, I was sort of working right up until the last second tonight to get a couple of things done. Nothing huge, but I got a couple of things coming in from, basically people that I work with that were high enough up on the chain. They're like, this has to happen tonight. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. All right. They weren't major, and I got them done. And I might still have a tab open, just double checking to make sure nothing comes up. But, yeah, the talking about hats and stuff in the game gave me a little bit of a chance to kind of transition from work brain to social brain, and that's a harder transition than I think most people give it credit for. I work in front of a computer for 8 hours a day. I forget how to interact with human beings. So
I like how Blue Fox tried to say tradition and his phone auto-corrected to tradition. Or I'm sorry, he tried to say January and it auto-corrected to tradition. And I'm like, how did it get like that? Like that's a hell of a jump. Manny, we need to expand your house. There needs to be a way to do that.
Clockwork also posted a Squid Hat design. Okay, that sounds really cute, and now I kind of want a Squid Hat. Fox, can I get a Squid Hat?
I guess, yeah. I mean, we've got lots of hats that would work for Subnautica. I'm not really sure how, but
that would just work for anything. I feel like I want Squid Hat now, and then if I ever do have to go back into the office, I can wear my Squid Hat. Like
I'm gonna put the workbench down in the basement because
I think the word Squid Hat just sounds really funny to me. That's like, it's fun to say. Just try saying it, Squid Hat. Squid Hat.
I don't know. It's kind of difficult.
Squid Hat. We could both get them. We could be the
Squad Hit.
We could be the Squid Squad with our Squid Hats.
Hit Squad.
Squid Hat Squad. Yes. For the Fisher Mandy, Mossflower points out, yes.
This is not a mini fridge that I'm hoisting over my head and just like throwing around like no big deal.
That is not mini.
That is a full-size fridge right there, and that is excellent.
No, it's slightly shorter than the regular fridge.
Is it? Let's hold on. Oh, I can't pick it back up. Okay, I guess it is slightly, like by, I don't know, 4 pixels. So we can put 2 fridges over here, and that'll help tremendously for our cooking prep before we go down into. It is the skull. Is the Skull Cavern the one out in the desert?
Yes.
Okay.
Our animals are out and happy and already picked up 2 truffles from Snuffles. It's spring. He is in truffle mode.
Oh, phone. That's right. Put a phone.
Awesome.
Put that right here. Oh, why does right-clicking on the phone put out the fire? I seem to have a very strange phone. Please select number. Let's call Robin. Robin and I get along. What's up, Robin? Oh, jeez.
What?
Hey, it's Robin. My business hours are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please come by then if you need anything. All right. So, check store. Wait, you can check store. Wow, she has a whole wow, this is, pretty advanced for, out in the rural area of Stardew Valleys. They have a
especially
PBX
that they
system
still
that
have
allows...
dialing sounds like that. I was like, who remembers actual dialing noises like that when you...
Yep. I was waiting for a modem tone in a second. So you can, okay, that's pretty cool that you can just check all of this stuff. I guess I wanted to keep it pretty rural because at this point it would just be like, you would, these days you would just go online because everybody's got a web page.
Right,
you got
but
business, but Why?
In the old days, you would call and say, hey, do you have this in stock? Which you can still do. It's just if you do that, sometimes you get the teenager working there and they go,
oh, it's what you're standing in front of.
What?
So if you right click, oh, if you right click, like notice my cursor, I can be standing in front of the fire. If I right click right now, even though I'm right clicking on the phone, it works the fire. It's whatever you're standing in front of. My mouse cursor can be over here if I'm standing in front of the phone and right click. It interacts with whatever I'm standing in front of. That I did not know that. We've been playing this for hours. Like, we've been playing this for days worth of hours, and I only now find this out. How is that possible? Okay, phone is done. I gotta go put the throne over next to the... Honestly, I don't remember what the other thing is called. All right, that's just gonna set right... I don't know why I set that down. I should have just left it in my inventory, but... cause I am smart. Okay, pick that up. Pick that up. What is this thing even called? Oh, I can just pick that up. I don't need to actually... Wait, what is it called? A crystal chair. It's not a throne, it's a crystal chair. Well, I guess we can have a throne and a crystal chair. I probably didn't need...
Oh, good. Now there's one for each of us. We can rule together, Fox.
Exactly. That was the plan. I was like, I want a throne. So we can have a crystal chair, which looks far less comfortable than the actual throne. So I guess I'm just going to show them the throne. Now, if I'm standing in front of the throne and right click... Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. So it's all based on the placement of your character. All right. I am learning so much in this playthrough. Can you pick up the... Can you rotate this? No.
I don't think so. I think that's just...
I kind of wanted it to be on the other side so we could face it. Oh, that's right. We still need like a big window behind this.
Yeah.
There we go. Screenshot. Can I do that while streaming, or is that just going to mess up my OBS software? No, it just locks everything up. Did it stop streaming there for a second? Or maybe that's only on my screen that it stops doing it.
I think only on your screen. Running fine on mine. Right. And I've got a screenshot button on my controller. Hooray! So.
All right. Thank you all for indulging me. I will unpause time because we were just screwing around right there. And now,
oh, yeah. We're actually playing the game now.
Yes. And I will... Oh, we have a new Queen of Sauce as well. So I will do the weather report.
Nice.
Welcome to Kazoo 5, your number one source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow. Nothing particularly interesting going on. Fortune teller says, welcome to Welwick's Oracle. The spirits are in a good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Yellow diamond. See, that's the other thing is if you got to be directly in front of it. Now, can I right click on the TV if I'm standing to the side? That way you can see, because I want to be able to see what I'm interacting with most of the time. No. Okay, so you do have to be at least a little in front of it. And it's just the tiniest bit right there. There we go. Now you can see the hovering Queen of Sauce, which appears to be a raccoon, maybe? A possum? I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. The Queen of Sauce apparently is some type of a Jedi or like a genie. I'm not really sure.
She's a Queen of Sauce, Fox.
Why is she like... What would you call someone who can and just like through the power of their mind they sit down and they meditate and they hover? What is that? What is the proper title for that? That is what the Queen of Sauce is she's ascended to a higher plane of mental capacity.
I feel like somewhere there is a good pun
guru.
For that.
Thank you, thank you, Elder Shadow. That was what I was looking for. A guru.
Guru could work.
Oh yeah, possums have masks too, so it could be a possum.
Possums are so cool. I love possums.
Yeah. So anyway, Queen of Sauce voice. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce. Here to... See, now this voice doesn't make any sense because I'm thinking like a guru. Where it would be like,
okay, but
greetings,
would that not be hilarious?
The
just
Queen
this
of Sauce,
little old Southern lady hovering like a guru. Howdy, y'all.
Don't bother taking your shoes off. You just hover like I do. You won't leave no mud on the floor. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe for my secret cookbook. This week's dish, pizza. A secret cookbook containing pizza. Pizza. There's a reason pizza is a timeless culinary classic. You got an artisan golden brown crust, you got a tangy garlic infused marinara sauce, and you're topping it all with a mouth-watering cheese, 3-cheese blend. And we're just getting started. Let's throw some fresh pepper and tomato on top. Oh my. You've learned how to cook pizza. You know, it has been an entire year. I'm surprised it took pizza that long to fall into our recipe bundle.
Pizza is one of those recipes where it's like easy to make, hard to master. At least that's my opinion, where I've done home-cooked pizzas, and I've had really good and really bad delivery pizzas before, and it's just like, okay, but there's especially because everybody's tastes are a little bit different. It's one of those recipes where there's so many different variations. I am also still stuck on just little old lady guru floating around. Well, how y'all doing? Please come on in.
She's just hovering in midair, knitting doilies.
Right.
Eldershot has a pizza stone. Nice. That's when you're serious about cooking. When you have
Let
a
me
pizza
get
stone.
y'all a drink. She just reaches over and a little big old glass of iced tea comes towards her.
Now, when I open up cooking, why are some of them... Oh, I guess if they're highlighted, that means... Because it's... All the
Highlighted
ingredients
means
are red, though.
Excuse me. Highlighted means you
They
can
can
cook it
make
now
them.
with what you've got in your inventory or in the fridge.
Well, it has to be in the fridge, because I'm not actually in front of the fridge right now. I was just hitting escape and pulling out my collection and noticed that, oh, some of them are highlighted. So if...
If
Oh,
it
that's
says
right. A lot of
question,
them
you don't
are.
know that recipe yet. If it's grayed out, you know the recipe, but you don't have the ingredients for it.
So we have a lot more... We need a lot more fridges. Can you rotate the fridges? Let's find out, because then I can put some down here where I never go. It's just crap. Wait, how do I pick you up? Okay, this is going to require...
Hey, we should start time and actually play the game.
Yeah, but I'm decorating.
Sorry. Well, you know, that's
Oh, I can
acceptable.
just-
Decorate away. I'm gonna sit here and yawn. Apparently, it's been very Monday, y'all.
I wonder if you can put like two...
And yes, moss flower. Oh
my!
my God, Southern sweet tea. Yes, you will get sweet tea no matter where you go in the South. I am a terrible Southerner because I don't actually care for sweet tea.
Checking a... Oh, and yet another recipe. Oh, this is Emily, our wonderful hallucinogenic dancer. Or whatever she did, vision and inducing dance. The other time we played, which has still not been explained at all. Fox, flip this letter over for instructions on how to make a super healthy meal. You'll feel energized. See you soon, Emily. Emily, I don't think I should eat anything that you have been cooking or would recommend cooking. New cooking recipe, red plate. Is this going to make me hallucinate as well, Emily?
Are mushrooms an ingredient? I don't think so in red plate.
What is red plate? I mean,
I think it's just like beets and rhubarb, red vegetables, I think.
are these in alphabetical? They are not in alphabetical. There's no order to the way stuff shows up in the cooking tab, is there? So I can't even
I don't think so.
find what she just... Red plate, there it is. Red plate is red cabbage and radish. Got it. Red
Oh, okay.
red
I
stuff
was
on
wrong
a plate.
twice, but I was correct that
It's full of antioxidants.
two
Wow, it
radishes
gives
and cabbage
maximum
together.
energy? That's
Just like
crazy.
you need something else in there to.
I wonder how long the max energy boost lasts, because that's pretty crazy. Then again,
Oh, nice.
Emily does strike me as one of those ones that kind of gives you a ton of energy. All right, time is now flowing. We are getting to work on the farm. What do we got growing over here? Nothing. All right, I guess I should not put owls.
I took care of the animals. I didn't realize.
Okay, taters. Lots of taters. Pick those taters.
Oh, sorry, guys. Well,
Yes, you.
if you are, if you're regulars, you know that I yawn a lot on these streams. Y'all
And
know
the
it's
thing
not
is,
personal.
she only starts doing it when we're streaming. It's
Right?
weird. Like
Again, nothing personal. I do it during work meetings and such too. But
I sit here and just scythe. I should get.
But in case you're new,
Oh, it's
it's
kale.
nothing personal. I'm not bored to be here, y'all. I'm just.
She totally is. She
I
told
am
me.
not.
That's why she's yawning. What is that? Must be like a psychological
Untrue.
thing.
I swear it's a psychological thing because it doesn't matter what I sit down at my computer to do.
Don't
If I sit down at this computer, I start yawning. So it's.
don't do a yawning drinking game. You guys will get alcohol poisoning.
No,
like that.
please don't kill yourself.
Please don't demonetize yourself.
Yes.
What am I?
Please do not do a yawning drinking game. People will get hurt and then we'll get demonetized.
Excuse me there, Doctor Who. You need to get out of the way. I need to collect all the beer.
Ooh. But yeah. That's why I say it's nothing personal. I could be completely rested. Completely
wondering-
rested, but I sit down at this computer either for a meeting for work or I'm meeting with my friends or, anything. If I have to start talking to people in front of this computer, I start yawning. I'm actually thinking about maybe I should try moving where my camera is and all this kind of stuff. I already use a controller, so it wouldn't be too difficult if I just moved the camera up, change this to a standing desk setup for me. Only because I've gone to a couple of appointments where, the only solution I found is for me to stand up and start moving a bit. So maybe I should start doing that. I'll do streams while I'm standing. Or at least try that. That was
I'm reading over what Tenchi was saying in chat because he wrote a whole paragraph. I'm like, what? Hey Tenchi, also congratulations on... Oh, a NASCAR driver shared his photo.
Oh, dude, nice.
Congratulations. I was like, what? What's he talking about? What do we have? Oh, this is
so
standard beer.
One of his photographs got shared by a NASCAR driver. So, wow. Hey, congratulations on the publicity there, dude. I'm sure it's very well deserved. If you have time, make sure to hop into the Discord and drop that photo so that we can check it out too. And share.
I think I saw it in the.
Oh, did he?
Wait, is this today?
I'm sorry, I don't always check Discord very good, but. Sorry, I'm hyperventilating a little bit. Well, I mean, congratulations. That's exciting.
How do we keep getting copper randomly? Because I went through and made all of these things. I don't understand how.
Because I think after a certain point, after you upgrade your pickaxe, like almost any rock you break has a chance of dropping copper ore. So I'm going to check the beach, check my crab pots and stuff.
You must have been coming in contact with these because I thought I had made everything that we could. It could be made out of,
I think it was from our last mining trip. I did drop off a bunch of copper.
All right, what do we got? We got wheat. We got, I don't know how much this beer sells for. We're supposed to be doing stuff just because it's 7:30. I gotta get. All right, we got potatoes. We got kale. I don't know what we're gonna do with any of these. It's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, okay, look at all these seeds that you can plant. And I'm like, okay, let's plant all the seeds. What are we gonna do with them? I haven't thought that far ahead. I don't really know.
Well, we have been talking about after we finish the community center, we may swap to a different game. Not to say we would never come back to Stardew, but Fox and I are starting to look at what other games we might want to try playing on stream together. Which that's my invitation for. We're open to suggestions because we're kind of tossing out ideas right now.
Slime Rancher needs co-op. I know they're never going to do it, but Slime Rancher apparently needs co-op.
Yeah, it would be fun. I respect that the developer, because they say that's like the #1 question they get, and the dev was like, look, we designed and sort of completely optimized this game for single player. And they were like, they believe that if you're going to make a multiplayer game, it should be designed to be multiplayer from the start. There'd be way too much to retrofit, and you got to
bake it with the cake. It's not icing you put on later.
Exactly, and they're like, we don't want to do that. Where we're like, well, here's a half-assed multiplayer mode because people ask for it. They would rather make a really good cake and not like try to shoehorn it with a really good cake with all this subpar icing piled on top.
You know what? I just realized I have not checked the greenhouse today. So there might be.
It's like, I will say, Slime Rancher Co-op does sound like it'd be a lot of fun. So I can be disappointed, but also really respect the developer's decision on that. And I appreciate them being honest about it and just saying, look, guys, not in the plans.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
Yeah. But we haven't totally ruled out. I think it'd be fun sometimes to have like Fox do the controls and stuff, and because we haven't ruled out games where one of us is controlling the actual game, but we're both watching and commenting.
Yeah, because I can be snarky and just, generally rude while Mandy plays the game, or mock her decisions
or vice versa.
In the game.
We've also talked about like having Fox run through a game that I know super well, like, if we wanted to go really retro and run through King's Quest 6 or something like that, and just have Fox take the controls while I'm the commenter and help him out if he gets stuck.
Wait, ancient fruit regrows every 7 days if it's in the greenhouse?
Are you serious?
I did not. I know it requires. Is it the ancient fruit that requires an entire season to grow?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't. I put 2 of these down. I just picked off of them. The plant is still there. I know I picked them before, but I thought I picked them like the last day of the season. I thought it took the entire season to grow.
Yeah.
And I swear it has only been 7 days. And if that's the case,
that's insane.
We need, because I know I have enough seeds to plant an entire 8 of them. And if that's the case, we can get rid of these strawberries from here and just make all of this ancient seeds. What's the difference between ancient seed and rare seed?
Ancient seed grows ancient fruit. Rare seed grows sweet gemberries.
Ah.
They are 2 different plants, just straight up. Let's see.
Still no hops yet. I still haven't planted anything else around here. Should probably just plant some wheat and get some beer. I don't really know. I feel like we're wasting time not planting things. I'm not being very efficient about... Wait, is this tree
Anyway.
supposed to be here?
If you'll want to
Yes.
keep your eyes out on our Twitters, we may ask for suggestions and such on games that we could play that you guys would find entertaining. Right now, we're sort of in the brainstorming phase.
Yeah, I mean, we've got time because it's only the 7th day of spring. I know we at least have to get into summer for red cabbage.
Yeah, because I've given up. Like, I did check the traveling merchant today. No red cabbage. Yeah, so we've got at least a few more episodes of Stardew Valley coming up. But he and I both kind of decided, all right, after we get that community center, it'd be cool to play something different. Whether it's another co-op game that we both can play or... like I said, I don't know about you guys, but to me, the concept of playing a game together definitely includes, okay, one person has the controller, but we're both watching and making decisions together. So with that in mind, it's, you know, we've entertained ideas like Slime Rancher, like what were a few others that I mentioned? I had like a whole list.
We looked
over
at,
there.
like, there was XCOM, there's King's Quest, a couple King's Quest. What is Chex? Never mind, I don't want to know what Chex Quest is right now. Dust, Elysian Tale, Indivisible, Passepartout.
I was trying to grab a couple of,
Passepartout.
like, because we're indie
Rat
comic
Simulator?
creators, or we started as indie comic creators, I
Sam and
wanted
Max
to
might work.
entertain indie games especially, because I was like, if we can help give some attention to indie games, that'd be a lot of fun, I think.
We could continue, and as Blue Fox has said, RimWorld is pretty high up on our actual co-op, because I can
Yeah,
do
that was on my list.
RimWorld, yeah. I was reading because Mandy specifically asked the one where she plays, I talk, or vice versa. And there is a column for co-op where we can actually play together, and RimWorld is in that. We haven't tested the multiplayer
Yeah, that's why it
mod,
was. There's RimWorld. That's why it said
so-
RimWorld question mark. We could try it co-op, or we could try it one person controls, and we both kind of talk and make the decisions together. Because just because one person's clicking the mouse key doesn't mean that we both can't be watching and deciding what to do. Actually, I think for a while, Fox and I played XCOM 2 together that way, where I think you had the controller, but you and I talked it through and, you strategize together and make the decisions just out loud. And I kind of like that style of gameplay too. Where
I don't understand why they never made XCOM multiplayer. Like, there was so much they could have done with multiplayer.
Yeah.
Lupus, yes, there is a mod for multiplayer. I have downloaded it. I have installed it and sort of tested it out. I think, didn't we test it out with, I had you connect, but we didn't really go any further than that because I wanted to test. The thing is, the problem is the multiplayer mod conflicts with the Twitch integration mod.
Right.
Because for those of you who were with us when we actually played RimWorld, there's an integration mod that allows it so that you all can vote for things and kind of decide the way certain things happen. And it worked really well. It was really cool. I liked it.
It was
a lot.
really fun. I watched a good bit of that one.
Because I think I liked it so much. We played for like 8 hours.
Yeah, you were on that. That's why I say I watched some of that.
Night. And I still have the save, so we can still keep doing it.
Right. That was a night that I wasn't feeling well or something. So I was listening to it while I fell asleep, and then I woke up and it was still going, and I was like, wait, what? So clearly that's fun. But we are a little bit wary of games where multiplayer is only added via third-party mod. Not because we don't support third-party mods, but because that does introduce a potential conflict if we wanted to do it as a long-term series. Because third-party mods, you're not guaranteed any kind of long-term support in terms of the game.
I mean, things can go sideways, and that could suck, but there's
So it's not out of the question, but it is a consideration.
so many troubles. Yeah.
I think, Jojo Binks, I think Portal 2 was actually on my list as well. I remember we did play it together when it first came out. So we both have the game. I don't remember that we ever finished it. And honestly, I remember so little of it that it would be like a brand new experience for me playing it again.
Yeah, God, that is an old game at this point.
It's an old game at this point. Hell, I put on there, as far as co-op games, I've got Mega Drive Classics on Steam. We could play like Sonic 3 and Knuckles and just play as Sonic and Tails. And run through a true classic. What was the other one I mentioned? Or I thought about but didn't put down on there. Because there'd be a couple of games I had in mind, there'd be some logistics to figure out. I know Among Us is big right now. And it does look like fun. Looks interesting. I haven't played it yet.
As long as we need to look over at each other's screens.
Exactly.
I'd have to hang a divider.
Yeah, because Fox and I play side by side. I'm like, okay, well, there's a problem there if we're playing it together.
We'd have to do like remember when you were in elementary school and you had to take the folders and put them at 90-degree angles and
Yeah,
hide
so you can
hide
see.
your paper? It would have to be like that.
That would be a problem. The other one I was thinking, Fox, would be fun, like not for a long-term series, but to try once or twice, would be keep talking and nobody explodes.
We could try that. It would be better if we could do that via VR, but
either VR or, you know, in this case, it could be as simple as just having one of us turn around with the, if you're not familiar, by the way, keep talking and nobody explodes is an interesting game concept where it's basically comes down to whether it's through a VR visor or just one person is allowed to look at the screen and another person isn't. One person has the bomb. You have a bomb in the game that's covered in puzzles, and the puzzles have no obvious answer, because you rely on your second player, who is the bomb defusing expert, and they have the bomb defusing manual, which either you're looking at as a PDF, or you've printed it out, and what have you. So it's a game about communication, where the person looking at the bomb has to explain to the expert what puzzle they're looking at, in enough detail that the expert can look it up, and give them the answer to how to defuse it. It's a fun/stressful game. Like, it gets old a little bit fast, but
it's a good party game.
It is a good party game. It's also it's a good party game depending on the group you have. It's also the kind of game that can get people so mad at each other so fast.
Really? I guess that could. It's not like Munchkin level of your Mario Party level.
Okay,
of
yeah, the game
mad,
is not designed to piss
it.
Look, Munchkin is not a great game in my opinion because it's like designed to make other players mad at you. Keep Talking isn't designed that way, but it does require good communication. Like, you do have to really communicate well with each other. And it's surprising what it can teach you about good communication as well.
Hey, Palmetto. Welcome to the show.
Oh, hi, Palmetto.
Basically, it's EOD training. I think I would imagine when you're doing EOD training, you should know how to defuse the bomb before that way you don't have to ask other people. But there's a couple games like that. There's another one where you're supposed to like go through this. What was it? I don't remember what it's called. But you're like in a snowy environment and you go into this big castle or something, and each of you have walkie-talkies, and one of them has kind of like suggestions on how to fix the puzzle, and the other one has the pig is digging up so many truffles. Snuffles is all about the truffles.
Wow.
Give me the there we go.
Goodness. I just fished up a bunch of stuff and realized I was almost out of energy, so I came back to selfish.
But there are a couple of those we could try them.
Like, that's why I was like, that'd be fun to watch for a couple of sessions, but and I almost don't want to say this because I don't want it to sound like a brag. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a fun party game. I'm not sure it'd be as fun of a streaming game. Part of the fun of it is getting people with different, getting different people to try it together and see how they do. I do remember, Fox, when we played it at one of our, like, back when we could throw house parties. We played it and had a few people try it, and you and I tried it with a couple of other people. And then they had you and I try it together, and I think I was the diffuser and you were the bomb expert.
Doesn't matter, but yeah, we did better than everybody
We
else.
did significantly better than anybody else in our house. And I was like, okay, but we are a married couple.
Yeah,
we have styles of
highly
communication.
based on communication.
It is, and we're like, we were married. Like, we have styles of communication that work with each other versus like your friends who you may get along with, but if you don't have that shared language of communication.
Oh, it's Lewis's birthday, so you should totally get him something. I remember you remember your birthday. I absolutely did, Lewis. That's exactly why I'm giving you a gift. I'm not just riding around town throwing produce at people like I typically
Lewis. I was looking at our chat going, wait, who's Lewis?
I'm gonna go check for. Oh, look at all these people that I can just be throwing corn at as they come pass me by.
Excuse me, goodness.
It's a really great gift. Sure, no problem. I've already given Kent a gift. I will give
Snuck
George
up
a
on
gift.
me. Apologies.
You should apologize. How dare you not apologize?
Okay, look, if I feel a cough coming on, I
corn.
turn away from the mic. I hate it when they sneak up on me, though. I've still got a little bit of a cough from that lingering cold. But...
Oh, goodness, are you sure? It's just corn, Caroline. Relax. All right. We planted a whole bunch of potato seeds, so get a whole bunch more.
And it's 250 and I'm out of energy. I found a
Is there any way for me to get sugar, or do you have to buy it?
You have to buy it right now. I think if you process beets through the mill, you can get sugar. But we don't have beets yet.
Okay, I guess that shows
That's a fall crop.
Who eats corn? What is this wallpaper? What is that? I mean, it's interesting, but it's not something I want. And that flooring is just, I think it's supposed to be tile. That's fine.
Christina, thank you very much.
Hey, Dave.
Appreciate the compliment on my glasses.
She's questioning whether or not she should wear them today.
Right, but I was working all day today without them, and these are technically... It's a light prescription. Like, I'm just a tiny bit nearsighted, but these also have an anti-glare coating on them. And basically, my optometrist that I saw like 3 years ago, because it's an old prescription and I need to get it updated. I'm supposed to be wearing these in front of the computer because they do help reduce eye strain, and I forgot to wear them like all day at work, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna wear them for the stream tonight so that I'm not straining my eyes even more. So, yeah. But thank you. I appreciate you look beautifully nerdy. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I actually do kind of like these glasses because the frames you can't see on stream.
You can mill sugar from beets? So if you put beets into the windmill, it turns it into sugar?
Yes.
Okay. See, nobody told me this.
Oh, but the frames are purple. Which I know you can't see on stream, but I looked at these...
For a second, I thought you were still talking about beets. I'm like, of course it's purple. It's a beet.
Right, but... I looked at these frames, and I was looking at frames at the in the store, and I was like, I like these, because X, Y, and Z, but... Like, the shape was right, the arm length was right, like, everything all of the details, and then I was like, but they're purple. And I kept looking and finally went, well, I'm getting a pair of purple glasses, I guess. But the prescription is like 3 years old, I need to get it updated.
Well, when you have more money than God, what do you buy? Apparently you buy a return scepter. Krobus, where the hell did you get a $2 million piece of equipment?
You found it in the sewer.
Yeah, I could just see how something like that someone would be like, well, I don't want this anymore. I'm just going to throw it into the sewer.
Pretty much.
Does he only sell the one star drop? So once you buy it, it's just like, that's it. That's your
There's one for you and one for me.
Okay. So at some point, we're totally getting one of those.
Oh, yeah. There's a limited number of star drops in game. They all increase your maximum energy.
Yep. That part I remember.
Right.
Who's it? Hey, Marnie, you want some corn? Hope you like corn.
Yes, it's purple. Sorry, I glanced up at chat and all I saw was Waste of Space White on Twitch. And it just
YouTube
said
on
purple.
Twitch.
YouTube on Twitch. Thank you.
It is YouTube on Twitch, right? That's what
it makes a lot more sense. I try to figure out people's screen names, and anyway.
Congratulations on getting LASIK this year, Elder. I had it with mixed results, good and bad, but my overall vision is much better now as a result. The weird thing was the first time I got it, because I only did one eye at a time because I'm very
risk averse.
I did one and then the other just in case something went really wrong or wonky. And of course they'll tell you, oh no, it'll be absolutely fine. It doesn't matter, whatever. Bull. The first time I did it, they gave me a painkiller agent or whatever, and the pain was so incredible. It was some of the worst pain I'd ever endured. Like they put you down on like a bed that moved from one machine to the other. There's two machines, or there was two machines in mine. Depends on the way you get it done. But yeah, I don't know if they didn't give me enough of the numbing agent or what. But the first time I did it, and there was a year in between, the pain when it was actually cutting the eye was, if it had gone on like a second longer, I'm not sure I couldn't have like tried to yank myself out of the damn machine. Oh, there's one. I chatted too long.
And yet the second one.
And the second one, when I went back, I noticed the machine was different. On the second one I went back for, and it didn't hurt at all. The weird thing was, my eye that it hurt so much, and it hurt afterwards too. Like, it was incredibly painful.
I was legit. It's not like Fuck doesn't have a pain tolerance. Like, I was concerned.
It may have had something to do with the fact that I have photophobia, and I think my eyes are just more sensitive to. They may have more nerve endings or something, or what have you. But I wound up with 20/10 in the eye that hurt, and only 20/20 in the eye that didn't. So
Only 2020.
yeah.
So he's got perfect vision in one eye and more than perfect in another.
I have adult supervision.
Yes.
It's the joke I came up with.
But what I do want to point out, it's the story isn't meant to put anybody off of it, because the second time you went, apparently
it didn't hurt at all.
Didn't hurt at all. Went so much smoother. Recovery was so much smoother. So even in just a year, and that's been
photophobia too.
a number of years ago. So yeah, the advances in technology, as long as you're going to somebody who's like accredited and knows what they're doing.
Cutscene. Marty, we can't. If word got out, it could undermine my position of authority in the town. Why?
Oh my. Yeah, why?
The mayor's a lot. You understand, don't you? What are you guys doing?
Like, I don't understand, yeah.
If it's just a relationship, the mayor's allowed to have a relationship. You care too much about your job, Lewis. There are other things in life, you know? I mean, why is the mayor not allowed to have... But yes, I understand. I guess we'll have to keep us a secret.
Oh, they actually confirmed it. Ooh.
Hey there. Now I'm in on the secret. And as Marty goes, go. Fox, you overheard everything, didn't you? Yeah, but I'll keep it a secret. Yeah, and I'm going to tell everyone. What kind of a dick move would be? Yeah, and I'm going to tell everyone.
I'm going to tell everybody. I'm not sure what's so wrong with this.
I mean, if they want to keep it a secret, you can keep it a secret.
If she worked at City Hall or something like that, or for him, I could understand, but she's a vendor in town. Wouldn't you want the mayor's wife to be somebody who is a member of the community and actually cares about it too?
Thank you, Fox. I won't forget this. What does that mean? You gotta take him out. He knows too much. Well, yeah, that's a good question. Why are you hiding there anyway? I don't think I get the option to. I was just walking by. And away I go. Because I'm the Riddler.
I wasn't. I just walked into town.
I don't know. I just walked out of the bar and somehow I was behind your house. See, now, is PK... Palmetto Cactus said, my husband had LASIK, PKE procedure, and this went fine. Is PKE also LASIK? Because I thought LASIK and PKE were different. PKE specifically, it's a different kind of procedure, and it's more for, like, if you're going to take MMA or have any sort of... The LASIK is something that if you get hit too hard, it can potentially have problems after the fact. The PKE is done in such a way that any sort of blunt force will not mess with the procedure afterwards, or at least that was my understanding.
Yeah, I think it was like LASIK does technically permanently weaken part of the eye or something like that.
Yeah,
but in a way that, like, unless you do like full contact sports or have a really... So yeah, I mean, it's good to know if you play a bunch of contact sports or you've got a really physically demanding job where you might take some hard hits, you know, a police officer or what have you, then yeah. But I forget the exact details between them.
Did I give Marnie? Yeah, I gave Marnie a gift. There's nobody else in here. So I guess I can just head home. Oh, you're already in bed.
I want to grab Lewis and Clint by their shirt collars and shake them. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, sorry, Fox. I put my character to bed like right as that cutscene was starting because I was like, all right, it's dark and I was out of energy, so.
I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna drop off the seeds. I'm gonna grab some truffle oil. I will sell that. Get some of this stuff out of my inventory. Oh, okay, just go this way. Pebbles is in the way.
Hey, Plushie, welcome back.
Hi, Plushie. Welcome to... Good that you can join us a little earlier in the stream than usual.
Whoa.
Wow.
Elder Shadow 86 just gifted
Elder
5
Shadow,
subs.
thank you very much.
Elder Shadow just learned that gifting subs when you are currently the stream boss will actually harm yourself. And Lupus Grilson, Waste of Space. I'm Patch Rabbit. I don't know that I know that name. If you're listening, I'm Patch Rabbit. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, that might be a new one.
Enjoy your... No, it's the second month of
oh, okay.
subscription. So maybe just a long time lurker. And there should be one more that will be showing up now after all of that stream's off. Yeah, I was just like, I don't care. And there were Cavalry. Now that is a name that I have not seen in chat. I would see. I've recognized that one.
Congrats, you played yourself. Thank you very much for your generosity, though. That is very much appreciated. Thank you guys for not only supporting us, but for supporting each other.
Oh, wait, in all of that,
Wait.
did I get through down? Yes.
Supporting each other by having more people support us.
Yes.
Okay, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna stick with thank you.
Hey,
And
15K.
wow,
I was
those truffles, man.
right? Like, okay, I got 900 for a gold, 700 for a silver.
He got 7 truffles today. Oh my God,
Is it
Snuffles.
her? Good pig.
Oh,
No, wait a
sorry.
minute, how much is the
It's a her.
truffle oil? Truffle oil sells for 1.4, and that was, yeah, okay, all truffles get turned into oil now. Forget selling truffles.
Fox.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Nope, you're right. Okay, they fixed the truffle oil thing. Yes, they're all gonna become oil now. You got it.
Because originally I was told that the gold truffles sold for more if you didn't. We could have had a whole lot more money.
Someone give Snuffles some bacon. Do not give Snuffles bacon. Don't do
no
that.
Cannibalism.
Mean.
Day 8 of spring, year 2.
Okay, so I had
Words, Mandy.
words, Mandy. Where y'all know I ain't good with word. I don't word good. I'm an engineer. I don't word good.
Oh, I got a new episode of a different show. Welcome to Cosby 5, your number one source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. The remembers is going to be nice, bright, and shiny today. It's going to be clear and sunny all day tomorrow as well. Why is right-clicking not working? Oh, weird. It's per square. Like if I click on the right side, but that doesn't make any difference. If I'm standing in front of it, it shouldn't matter where I'm clicking. But if I click over here now, if I click on the left side of the TV, it works. Just these very weird rules. All right, fortune teller. Welbeck sees a glimmer within their scrying orb. The mouse says, "It's a bad day, it's a bad day. The spirits are somewhat mildly perturbed today. Luck will not be on your side." And welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Now listen up. Got a kitchen? Is that a meerkat? I think living off the land is a meerkat. Got a kitchen? Cooking is a great way to enhance your abilities. Not only do they provide a convenient source of energy, but many dishes temporarily increase your skills, speed, and more. Smells good, don't it? Sounds good too. It does. It's Timon. That is absolutely a meerkat. I mean, I don't see how a creature that is, survives under the Serengeti has anything to do with working on a farm, but hey,
whatever.
That's fine. Let's check for mail. Oh, we do have some mail. Emily, once again. Emily's sending us a lot of mail. Fox, I have this crazy new idea that I want to involve you in. Oh, dear Emily.
I don't want to
start reading. I want to stop reading. It's called clothing therapy. Oh, Emily.
What?
Please come to the mayor's house today to see what it's all about. Love. Oh, it's love Emily now. Does everybody else sign love?
No, she likes you.
Yeah, between the weird dance and clothing therapy, let's come to the mayor's house. I don't know. I don't think the mayor wants to see me anywhere near his house right now. Oh, we have another mail. Fox, I'm really glad you've become part of... Who is this? Oh, it's Lewis. I'm really glad you've become part of our community. I've enclosed a 500 gold check from the Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund to help you continue your work. Maybe you can buy some more seeds with it. Sincerely. It's not love, Mr. Lewis. It's sincerely, Mr. Lewis.
Look, if the mayor signed all this stuff, love Mayor Lewis, that would be kind of creepy, don't you think?
Multi-level marketing. So maybe, okay, this is probably, though, why Lewis doesn't want anybody... Because Marty is also a farmer. And if Lewis is able to just give out money from an agricultural fund that he is in charge of, this is where I can start seeing conflict of interest.
Now it's making more sense. This is an agricultural community. Like, at first I was just like, okay, but it's not like Marnie works at City Hall or is involved in politics or anything like that. That would be a conflict of interest. Her just being a business owner in the community is an inherent conflict of interest.
Yeah, and this is not the first check I've gotten from this Stardew Valley Agricultural Fund.
This is true.
But as long as he's not playing favorites and every farm gets the same amount, I mean, he would come under additional scrutiny. That is true. But yeah, I don't see
Plus,
Marnie...
she says this is Emily's big event. I really like the result of this event. Okay, so...
Oh, okay, so this is actually an event that I have to go to today. Well, I'm glad I put this time.
Make sure you make it to the... did she give you a time?
No, she just said today.
All right, so make sure you go to the mayor's house today.
Yeah. Although, I would like to take this opportunity, now that we've learned why Lewis and Marnie are like, oh, this big deal. And Marnie goes, there's more to life than your job. I think we could throw that right back at Marnie and go, okay, Marnie, why don't you just give up your farm if you think this relationship is so important? You know?
Yeah.
Because she, on the exact same side, he's the bear, yes, and she doesn't think that's that big of a deal. On the exact same way, if you want to give up your farm, then you could be together.
Just give up your entire farm, your entire livelihood, so that you can date somebody. What? Oh.
Right. I mean, she would. That would be... She might call it, that bluff. What the hell are these, and what did I plant? Okay,
like
I'm unpausing time.
Marnie strikes me as no. She does this job because she loves raising animals, and she loves her job. He loves his job, too.
Yeah, it's not really fair to say, oh, well...
There are things you can do. She could, technically, do things like... the mayor is really hard to give up. If that's the job that he loves, being in politics.
I mean, she could just opt out due to conflict of interest. This is the thing.
Due to conflict of interest, she could opt out of any kind of agricultural awards or any kind of competitions that are judged by the mayor. She could absolutely do that and still keep her farm.
Why doesn't blue jazz stack? Or no, it does stack.
Oh, because there are slightly different colors. Oh no!
Oh no,
I
what?
Forgot to tell you, don't harvest the flowers until you harvest the honey.
But the honey's already there.
Yeah, but I think it...
Oh, it's still wild honey.
Yeah, if you had gotten it without the blue jazz, I think it would have been blue jazz
Well,
honey.
why don't we just plant some seeds around... Oh, because we can't, because it's grass.
It's fine. You know what? Wild honey is still good. We can turn it into mead. Let's try that. We haven't made mead yet.
Okay. Well, and we'll plant something else over here. It looks like it needs to be...
Yeah, but blue jazz, it's like, if you look, they are all very slightly different shades of blue. Flowers don't stack very well because they come in so many different colors.
Blue Fox says, yeah, but with it being such a small town, I don't think anyone would really care. Probably not, but that's how a lot of problems start in
I was going to say,
towns.
on the flip side, it's such a small town, everybody will notice and care.
Yeah. They won't say anything, and it will continue, and that's just how corruption starts. Do we have a thing for flowers? What do we do with flowers?
Right now, just sell them because we don't grow a whole lot of them.
But then why did I grow them in the first place? Did you plant these?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember planting
Possibly.
any flowers.
I just grabbed seeds. I might have grabbed the blue jazz seeds and planted a bunch of them.
For right now, oh god, there's so damn many of them. Why? What is with this flower hell? This is terrible. This one doesn't fit into the box. It's going over here. I don't care.
We could plant a couple of flowers down by the lake. I'm going to do that.
We need a flower box. All right, I'm getting a box of flowers because this is just crazy. All right, going up to crafting, making a box.
Okay, I'm going to stick with fishing then.
I don't know where the box is going to go. I guess the box is just going to go down. It's going to go next to the minerals. That doesn't make any sense at all, but it's where it's going to go for right now because it's frustrating and flowered. There we go.
Wait, flower hell?
Yeah, too many flowers. Look at this. I one type of crop and it has filled up this many spots. Like,
how are there that many different shades of blue?
I do not understand.
I'm an artist and I'm like, how many? Oh, it's different shades and different qualities. That's
shades
why.
and qualities, yes.
Just sell them.
Like,
oh my god, keep
hell?
like one and sell the rest.
But you could eat these? You could eat these.
I don't even know what a blue jazz is supposed to be.
It's an inventory filler. That is exactly what it is supposed to be. All right, is this... Oh, the rice is ready. So can we get more seed... We can get more rice shoots if we put it in the seed maker, right?
I think so.
Let's find out.
Not a clue.
Okay, could you imagine if the scythe just killed everything that it hit, like, within its range?
I think it's a mod.
Unmilled rice.
Where they say, like, the scythe can just harvest all crops.
All right, we have gold rice and standard rice. Let's see if we can put it in here.
Oh, you use them for Lucky Lunch, which is a recipe.
Okay, so we can make more rice. I don't know. I guess it'll just turn out rice shoots. I'm hoping it'll turn out rice shoots. Blue jazz seems to be original Stardew. Huh.
Just a blue puffball flower. I mean, that's cool. I was just curious.
Harvest with scythe is a nice... Oh, wow, that's fast. How many do we get? One.
Sorry. Elder Shadow says that her sister just called. She heard a loud thump and her back screen door opened. She got up, saw her Roomba trying to escape. God, Roombas are just
a very strong
such
Roomba.
a source of comedy.
It detected dirt, and it was out there to get it.
Right? It's like, oh my god, there's so much dirt on the other side of this door. I have to go. Let me clean the dirt. Yep, fish.
I feel like we need more, because when you need the seeds, you almost need, because it's so fast that you don't really want to walk away from the seed maker. But at the same time, I feel like if you just had more of them, you just do all of them, then walk away and not have to worry about it. Because look, it only takes like, it's probably a minute. I bet you it's like a minute. What was I supposed to do today? I was supposed to go see Emily at Lewis's house, and he's probably not open yet. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go check the greenhouse. I'll
You
grab
do that.
some
I'm
pine sap.
fishing. That's part of the other reason we were looking at other games. Is it's like it is starting to become a routine, and
There's a rock in the way. Why is there a rock here? No, rocks are not allowed to be here.
we'll break it.
I'll get rid of it. Shut out of the way, goat. Who are you? You're Billy the Kid. You look very happy today. But you
No,
know,
he said the mayor's house, plushie. Lewis's house.
I do need to go to the wizard too to give him some dark essence. Why does he ever want like sun essence? It's always about the dark essence with him. You know, and how long does hops take a while to grow? Apparently, and I forgot
Because he
plant
has to
stuff here.
be edgy.
Roomba Vader hates sand. Honestly, that probably wouldn't work very well. I know Roombas do not like drywall dust.
Oh my god, no.
Nothing really likes drywall dust. Drywall dust is like the
It's
glitter
awful.
of construction
It's
supplies.
just so bad. Nobody likes it. It feels terrible. It looks terrible.
It's not as bad
terrible to
as
clean up. Ugh.
concrete dust. Concrete dust is terrible.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That'll actually give you a disease.
Plus, it is so fine.
It'll hang in the air for days. I learned that.
Oh
the
yeah,
hard
we
way.
learned that the hard way. I forgot to completely seal off our room, doing just a little bit of sanding concrete on the
Well,
wall.
you can't really sand concrete. I actually had to use a grinder.
Okay, grinding concrete off the wall. One time, not a ton of it. Forgot to close off that entire room. Thanks to our central HVAC system.
No, it just went everywhere. It
Every
wouldn't go through the
surface
HVAC
on-
system because the HVAC would have caught it in the filter.
Every surface on every room in the house had a fine layer of concrete dust.
Yeah. And forget, like, if it gets wet, forget about it. So,
Well, okay, every surface of every room of like the first two floors. It wasn't as bad on the upper floor, but
Yeah.
still. It just floated up the stairs and just settled on everything
yeah,
everywhere.
it goes everywhere.
God, it was awful.
So I think, and this was just me. I was trying to seal up the wall. Like I patched all the holes with a, what is it? Hydraulic cement to make sure that no water came through there. And then I sealed all of it. It's not the ideal solution. You're actually supposed to seal basements from the outside, but warehouses, you know, people don't do that. I mean, even today, a lot of places don't do that because it's expensive, but that's the correct way to build a house. So I was trying to close from the inside. It was actually more, this was due to the leakage in our basement you may have heard about that it turned out to be,
Like a multi-year project to fix up.
yeah, because it had been leaking through a hole in the window above a door in a way that you couldn't see it, and it caused,
For a few years at least.
yeah. It was just in a way, it was in two holes that you really couldn't see because of the way it was above the door. And these are some of the nightmares of home ownership that just
Part of
'cause
why,
it's on a
like,
load-bearing wall, so it's
when
not
it
great.
rains really heavy, I still, like, get nightmares. Because water damage.
Yeah, water damage will get you, and it is not covered by insurance if it is not an immediate problem.
Like, if it's a flood, they'll help you. If it's, hey, we had this impossible to detect little hole that was painted over and sealed over in a way that we couldn't see the water damage happening for years because Harry homeowner that I bought this house from sealed everything incorrectly except for this one spot. Okay, well that's on you. Bye.
Yep, it is your responsibility to. I mean, I get that. It's-
Yeah, I get it, but there was also this was one of those, we didn't do anything wrong. There was no way other than like preemptively deciding to tear down walls in all of our rooms just to check.
Yeah, it was a
There was
flaw
no
in
way
the-
we would have
the
been able to
design
see.
of the house. I've already alerted other neighbors nearby who have a similarly constructed house, and I've already found, like, I've talked to them, and I've already found some that have worse conditions.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh crap, you guys are even more screwed than we were. So, I mean, of course, you're not going to find the person who built the houses that was so long ago. It doesn't matter.
Of course not. And these were also, you know, we live in like ticky-tack contractor grade. They built them as quick as they could kind of stuff. Anyway, enough complaining about homeownership because that's not fun. I'm
Chris
sitting
says,
here
this is why I want to
fishing.
live in a barn in Texas. Right now, I don't know that'd be a great idea.
Texas, yeah, maybe not. I am actually starting to look at moving, but not quite at the stage where I'm ready to talk about it yet.
At this rate, I have so
I'm
much
still in the information
rice
gathering
already
stage.
that we can probably replant on the same day. Look how fast these seed makers work.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I have 25. Yeah, I can actually replant right now. Let's just take that. And then I swear we didn't. Well, maybe we had some extra leftover rice. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
No, Tenchi, as much as I love the South, no, I'm not going to move to a swamp, sorry. Same area, but different house. If I can, you know, if the right things fall into place. But again.
Oh, so for the individual who remembered the event, should I turn on in-game music and pause the playing music before I go talk to Emily for that event? Now that this is like one of the first times that I know an event is going to happen.
Yes, actually, not a bad idea. Turn on the in-game music. Why don't we try that? And then pause the time before you go in.
Yep. Well, I'll pause the time. Actually, I'll pause the time right now because for all I know, when I get to the map, Lucas says, I don't think so. I don't think there's in-game music, but go for it.
Yeah, there'll be music in the game regardless. Like nothing special.
If it's for an event, because I've noticed in the little time that we did try turning on the in-game music, I noticed most of the time there isn't in-game music. But if for an event, though,
yeah, there probably will be. And even if it's not unique to that event, it'll be different because we don't usually play music on the channel. So.
Okay, so it is noon. I have pause time, right? Yep. Okay, pause time. We're going to pause stream beats.
Tensu says, I can't in good faith blame you. Yeah, about the whole moving to the south thing. Yeah, a lot of it is...
I could use a drink.
I want a different house, but I still like my job. So...
Straighten up that spine.
I can't really move states away.
Ugh. I like how every time someone does Hydration Nation, somebody else is there to do posture check. And I'm expecting it's going to be the same person, but it's not.
Okay, Hydration Nation after catching that fish.
I was wondering where to get one of these because I was like, it's been a while since... we got to chug. By the way, I'm hoping it counted. Blue Fox, as we were closing up the stream, redeemed a Hydration Nation after we cut off the cameras last time. And I was like, I left it because I wanted to see if it would just stay there in the rewards request queue into the next stream. And it did. And I was like, okay, well, it's good to know that actually stays. But I rejected it because, you know, obviously we weren't hydrating. We were off the air. I did hydrate anyway, but... So I rejected that
sit
one.
Up straight.
And Hydration Nation, take the posture check. Thank you, Raz and Harper. Do not eat unmilled rice. So just switch back to the game. Let me adjust my spine.
Back to fishing. I found a bubble spot. I found like day-long bubble spots the past couple of days. It's pretty cool.
Over the patrol cap, I should actually just put on the uniform. Where are our uniforms?
Downstairs, I'm pretty sure.
The pack. What are they in the duffel?
I don't think they're in the duffel. I think they're actually in the downstairs main floor closet, hanging up in.
Oh, they're in a dress bag.
Yeah, dress
or a hanging
bags.
bag. That's right. Yeah, because they're kind of a pain. Well, just put on the shirt wouldn't be. Oh, right, the badges. The badges are a pain.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make any sense. If anything, I'd need overalls because my character's wearing overalls. Okay. No, don't eat the. Okay, that's fine. This is fine. Oh, so when you pause time, the machines that are making stuff also pause because I'm noticing the rice would have otherwise have been
done by now.
It would have turned it into seeds.
That's fair. They run on the in-game clock.
Blue Fox says also we are trying to save points now that most of us are in the 1K instead of the 10K.
And Rez and Furidium, thank you guys for, caring about taking care of us.
Yeah, dry, uncooked, unmilled rice and crunch, crunch. I'm sure that is just
tasty.
Wonderful. Just this molar destroyers. And oh, that's right. I need to turn on the settings in the game. Give me just 1 second to do that.
I wasn't paying attention to my fish.
Music volume. I don't want it to be too loud, but maybe that's good. I hope that's good. Well, based on the sound of everything else, I bet you that's probably better. I don't want it to be this overwhelming volume because I can't just adjust. I guess I could just adjust overall desktop volume. Oh, it sounds so weird without music playing.
You say.
It does. There's just this lack of. I only have 50K. Oh, look, there's music. The town has music.
These bubbles just are not stopping.
Wow, okay.
So while you're doing your event, I'll just sit here at the bubbles.
How is that? Is that music not too loud? I'm noticing our mic levels are
Give it just a second, and because I listen on a delay, I'll tell you.
Yeah. It's a bit loud, but like not overwhelming.
It's a little bit loud, but it's not overwhelmingly loud.
Yeah. I'll just put it with the rest. Probably on a logarithmic
take it
scale.
down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine, at least. I'll tell you in a second once it catches up on my screen.
Okay, where was I? I was going to the mayor's place.
Yes, you were.
Ride my... Oh, look, he's out there and he's working in the garden. Hey, would you like some corn? Take some corn.
It's still just a little bit loud, honestly.
It does seem like I put it right with the other ones and it still does seem a little bit loud. What is with why is the music volume louder than everything else?
Because the guy who made this, his primary creative claim to fame is that he is a musician.
Maybe that's it.
That's also why the music in this game is so good.
See,
I have been using Stardew Valley soundtrack themes for my alarm clock for a few years now. Pick like a nice soothing music to wake up to. It's super great.
See, I hear that just like perfectly fine. Look at it. It's like almost at the bottom. So, okay, this is fine. Let's talk to Lewis.
Actually, yeah, that sounds good.
It's a good season to start thinking about gardening, even for us non-farmers. I mean, yes, it's spring, Lewis. That's kind of how that works.
Tends to be planting season.
The valley is known for producing some of the finest spring flowers. Well, I'm at 10 of 10 with Lewis. I'm not even trying. How am I doing
People just
this?
love you, Fox.
Look at that. Wait, why is... Oh, Lewis is up there. Okay.
Just like in real life. You don't try to make friends, but people just like you.
I was about to say I try, but apparently I don't. I just go around and do that. I've been with friends. This is actually in Canada, and had two friends that I had made independently. To be fair, DC makes it pretty easy to meet people from a lot of different places.
Yeah, because the standards are set so low in DC. Everybody's just such a misanthrope.
But I was in Canada, and I had two friends from Canada who were both in Toronto, and I remember one walked into a bar, or I was meeting with one at a bar and invited another one over. She was with the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting Company. And she walked in and asked them, so how do you know Fox? And he just turned and said, how does anybody know Fox? He's like a force of nature. He just walks into the room and everybody's friends. And I took that as a very high compliment because, the Canadians. Oh, here we go. Whoa, this is serious. This is an intervention? Welcome to clothing therapy. Okay, so it's not just me. This isn't going to be really weird. This is actually an event that is like a thing for a bunch of people, despite the Love Emily thing. I wonder if the sign off is based on your relation.
Hang on.
Are you? Oh, you're gonna head over. All right, we're gonna wait for Mandy to.
I was gonna say, wait. I forgot that you could probably see me in your event as well. I should at least put my character there, and that way I can watch too. All
right, we're waiting. Mandy is now coming. Running. She's loading the town map now. Running past the picket fence.
Running.
She's going to be coming around the...
You're making me nervous now, announcing everything I'm doing.
I don't remember what she did with the CBC. She wasn't a reporter or like an anchor or anything like that, but she was in the massive building. We didn't take a tour of the building. I've since lost touch with her. This was years ago. All right, Mandy is now present, and we can move on from that. I should look her back up. It's been forever. Welcome to clothing therapy.
Like, it's funny because on my screen I'm just standing alone in Lewis's house, but I can see myself in Fox's screen. So
plus she says the letter is based on your relation.
So the sign off, yes, is based on your relation. So now everybody looks around and wonders what the hell clothing therapy is. You're probably wondering, what is clothing therapy? Yes, we are, Emily, because you just made this shit up. I'll try to explain.
So many of us are struggling with personal issues, things holding us back from living how we want. Right now, Emily, most of us are struggling with the ability that we can't even interact with other people. So maybe this is about masks. This should be about face masks. It's important to me that everyone has a free and happy life. So I came up with a new kind of therapy to help people achieve that.
She doesn't look very happy about this. She looks very thoughtful.
She's trying to be serious.
It's based on the amazing power of self-expression. Self-expression is a wonderful healing tool. Did you know that?
I forgot I can react.
Behind this curtain, you'll find racks and racks of clothes. Wow, that's like a TARDIS right there. This is the red TARDIS, ladies and gentlemen, because behind this is racks and racks of clothes behind a single curtain. There's endless options to choose from. Does it have a cowboy hat? Because I really want one of those, Emily. Your job is simple. Find the outfit that truly speaks to you and put it on. Feel confident in yourself and your choice. You all have a unique style to share with the world.
So this is just
Shane,
a
you're
makeover.
up first. Yeah. What?
Shane?
There's nothing behind the curtain. It's all a lie. Yeah, I'm guessing because Emily and Shane were added at the same time, they just decided to go with that.
Yeah.
What is? And as I walk in, like, Fox, you're just in time. Just observe and keep an open mind. Okay, this is a safe space.
Can I move? I cannot move. Well, he can move. I cannot move me. Is he wearing... Is that leather? Mandy keeps ellipsising.
Shane, it's a new side of you that we never knew about. That's great. Where did this come from? Emily, I want your pocket hole costume. Okay.
I
Emily,
want your TARDIS changing room.
Because we have a lot.
Is that a leather harness thingy? What's going on?
That's kind of what I was asking.
I'm stripes?
I don't think those are stripes. I mean, that looks like a leather jacket with leather boots and a backwards cowboy hat or ball cap. But more importantly, Emily has exactly what we need and want, because we have countless costumes, some of which we have never... Yeah, he hasn't turned around yet.
Fair.
We don't know if they're not ashless chaps. But she has the ability to apparently hide all of this stuff behind a single curtain, which would be great. I would give up a single room for that ability.
Oh my god, right?
That's a vest, not a jacket.
Hey,
okay, fair.
If he's
no
into that, if he's into this, and he feels better in it, more power to him. We're not trying... Sentences I never thought I would be saying, but I'm going to say, we are not trying to shame leather daddies on this stream. If you're happy with it, more power to you. I did not see it from Shane.
Now go outside with confidence and show the world.
Okay, Shane, there are public...
He's like, no. Okay. Oh,
sure. Bye. There are public indecency laws.
Okay, everyone gets a turn.
Fetish gear, kinda...
Not necessarily fetish gear. That was just motorcycle gear.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, the boots he's
That's
wearing,
fair.
I own boots like that.
Right, leather doesn't mean...
Whoa.
Oh. Hey, that's a great color.
Let's see what Demetrius thinks. I already like it.
Yeah, that's a great color on her.
Why not? Don't come out in pink shorts or purple shorts. Pimp Lewis. Mayor Pimp Lewis.
You know, I like that. I think you should keep it.
Today is second Halloween. Today's just second
Abigail.
Halloween.
Ooh, what's she gonna pick?
And honestly, this is how a lot of our parties go.
Yes!
What?
Yes! Perfect. Yes.
It's sweaty.
I love
yes,
it.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
A gambeson is what you wear under armor, and it gets sweaty very fast.
Oh, that's so good. Yes, the purple pimp hat would look so good with his purple pimp shorts.
Clint's gonna freak out. Yeah, there we go. Clint, it's just clothes. Come on. Okay, Emily, I'll do it. Oh, that's right. Clint is all about Emily. What a dick move it would be to romance Emily when Clint's all about her.
You know, kind of, yeah. But it ain't like he's gonna,
But now Fox can't pick the arbor because he'd just be copying. That's what, I'll have to get my own set.
No, but now I think if Fox was going to go through with getting married to an NPC, might know the one that he's going for.
Amethyst girl got major... What is he wearing? A beret?
That's... Other than the beret, denim vest and...
Is that denim? That's not
shorts?
denim. Look, he's wearing he's covered in stars. It's like sequins. Or something?
Then...
And I have no idea what are those like puffy shorts?
I mean, he doesn't even look happy to be in it.
Well, he's like, oh, cute. So what reaction were you expecting?
What were you going for? Like,
there, Clint?
Wearing that, what were you going for, dude?
All right, go outside. Dress like that. Well, that went very well. I mean, it did. I just hope this experience helps everyone break out of their shells a bit. Oh, I don't have to do it? Okay.
I was kind of hoping it would give you an option to try something on.
Fox. Oh no. This is an awkward talk. I can already tell an awkward talk is starting.
Let me
make it more awkward. Personal space, Mandy.
Nope. I want to be a part of this awkward conversation. Hey guys.
Oh,
What's up?
thank you, Clint. I couldn't do it. I don't want to break out of my shell. Oh, I guess I'm interrupting something here, aren't I? Yes, perfectly. Hope I don't know, but thank you for coming back, Clint. It's much appreciated because, yeah, Emily apparently is bold enough to try to make a move.
Hey guys.
I understand.
What are you talking
now.
about?
Congrats, Fox. Congrats for what? Get the F back in here, Clint.
What are you guys talking about? Hey.
Yeah, Emily, can I just break this to you? Like, I really want to just explain what the hell just happened there. Just so it's not awkward for me. Although, I don't know what Emily would do if you were just like, hey, by the way, Clint really likes you. Have you considered him at all?
Like, honestly, I feel like she probably would. I think it's just a case of she's oblivious because she wouldn't take anything but, like, I feel like Emily would not take anything but a direct declaration of interest as such, and Clint just doesn't have the backbone to do it. But I'm like, if you would just ask her out, I feel like she'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
that would sound fun. Like, she'd at least give him a first date. Like, hey, let's try it.
There should be an option to just pull Clint aside and be like, dude.
Dude, just ask her out, you fucking moron. Excuse me.
All right, listen here. I'm glad you're a farmer, Fox. It's nicer to work outdoors than by a hot furnace all day. Actually, with my inclination towards heat, I really wouldn't mind.
You should be able to tell him, just like, dude, seriously.
I'm only a blacksmith because my father pushed me into it. Stop bitching about
She
your current
obviously
situation.
likes him well enough.
Emily likes everybody.
That's my point, though. It's like, it's not like she's gonna
you be a mass murderer and Emily will be like,
shoot
oh,
him
he's just
down and be
misunderstood.
awful. Like, just do it. Ask her out, and either she will let you down gently, or she'll be like, let's try it. Why not? Let's go on a couple of dates and see how it goes.
Maybe.
I guess I can't ever see her being mean about it.
Emily's the kind of personality that is the reason I wore a fake wedding band in college.
There's that.
Hey, Betty, would you like some corn? I just realized I have like 300 wood on me still.
Oh, hey, do you want to restart time?
It is.
Oh, you did. Okay, cool.
Thank you. This looks special.
My bubble spot
it's
is
very
still there,
special
so.
corn. Mandy, I sent you something I don't want to say where Fox can see it.
Wait, what?
What did you send her? Oh, wait, no, it's Emily. Run away. Thank you. No problem, Marnie. All right, I don't think I gave Emily additional.
To whisper something. I mean, I think there is a whisper in.
Yeah, I don't know where it is
Chat
in
tools,
mod
right?
view.
Twitch
I know where
whispers.
mine
Okay,
is.
hang on.
Oh, speaking of which, I do have whispers.
Sorry, let me check. I'm not great at checking my inboxes, including I have no idea where my whispers are, but I will check here in just a second. Looking around, looking around.
There's good people in this town who just can't seem to find happiness. It makes me sad. Well, talk to Clint a little bit. Wait, oh, she's 8 out of 8. Wait, no, because you can go even higher than that.
Oh, I found it.
Working the saloon, I hear firsthand about everybody's problems. Yeah, that's part of the problem with being at a saloon is you're kind of a part-time therapist. Tip your bartender, folks.
Yep, tip your bartenders very well. Ooh.
Hey, look. It's a
Yeah,
nuclear family.
I checked my whispers there, Plushy, and oof is all I can say. Semi game spoiler that actually I didn't know about either. So.
Jody, where you going? Is it something I give? Do you not like corn, Jody? If you want duck mayo. Okay, first of all, just the thought of it can make him depressed. How does duck mayonnaise make someone depressed? I don't remember who is your eldest son. How many kids does she have? Oh, that's right. It's either Sam or
Sam or Vincent. Yeah, so Sam.
Hello, farmer. I have a name, Kent. I've been gone so long, I feel like a stranger.
Also, Christina had asked Fox, wait, you wore a fake wedding band in college?
Yes.
There is a minor story to that, but yes, he did.
I wore to be fair, I was a bit of an ugly duckling story. So, I went from getting very little attention to getting a whole lot of attention, and I didn't feel like dealing with all of it right away, so I decided to just wear, for those of you who aren't aware, an 8mm band is a very wide band. So I made it out of tungsten carbide. It was 8 millimeters. So it basically couldn't be scratched, and it was incredibly obvious. Like, you couldn't not see this ring. And it did the job very well. Unfortunately, the whole thing that Seinfeld said about that, if you're happy and outgoing and you look like you're happily married, that does actually attract more attention. It actually made things worse. But I never had to turn anybody down because it was just like, I don't have to explain anything. I'm married.
I don't have to explain why.
So I
turn
could
you
be
down.
very friendly. I could, be flirtatious with the understanding that nothing's going to happen. And I could be everybody's friend, and I never had to worry about, anybody getting the wrong idea. Because that's part of the problem is sometimes when you're just really friendly, people don't always read it right.
Right. Well, there's attention, and then there's attention that comes with expectations, where you constantly have to be disappointing people. Which sounds like a humble brag, but at the same time, it's just sort of a... it worked out for Fox.
That's right, we killed the music. There wasn't any music for that.
It worked out, honestly, in the long run for me as well. Because that little run of Fox wearing rings while he was, wearing fake wedding bands, while he was still working really heavily with server racks and other technically kind of heavy-duty equipment and stuff.
Night, Elder Shadow. Thanks for joining us, and thanks again for the very generous donation.
Good night.
Congrats
Thank you
on
so
getting your
much.
tax
I hope
back
you
so
sleep
soon.
well. That was what led Fox to experiment with wearing a whole bunch of different types of rings, going from steel to titanium to tungsten, and discovering that only tungsten didn't scratch. So when I was ready to propose to Fox, this was years and years later, but from that little story, I knew that basically he wouldn't want anything but a tungsten ring. So, and now, well, especially because we've been in quarantine for over a year, neither of us wear our rings, but whatever. They're there. And Harper brings up a good point. Silicone rings are another good option for doing like heavy work and whatnot, for rings that won't get scratched or damaged or anything like that. What I tell people is the other benefit of tungsten, because I proposed to Fox, so I gave him a ring first. And then decided on mine based on his, where I basically got a smaller version of his ring with a rose gold coating on tungsten. And it's amazing though, because tungsten is not expensive. So I actually have like 2 or 3 rings kind of in rotation, which is great for somebody with me, like, who has ADHD like me, because if I misplace one of my wedding rings, I have another one I can wear. The point is I wear it when the symbol is important to me, but the sentiment's always there.
The silicone sweat.
I mean, a little bit. It's not even any less porous than metal. Yeah, there is a safety consideration, and anybody who does work a lot with their hands, especially around heavy machinery, they will tell you that one of the benefits of tungsten is safety.
Yeah, that was one of my concerns. It was just an added benefit that I hadn't considered until I read about it. I'm like, oh god, that's terrible.
If you... it's particularly in what they call like hand crushing injuries. If you're wearing a metal ring that can bend, then the metal can bend and the ring will squish, and then it's suddenly squished around your finger and cutting off circulation. And if you don't get it off quickly, you could lose that finger because of lack of circulation. To be honest with you, I even remember my my late grandparents. My grandmother's wedding ring wasn't bent enough that it would cut off circulation to her finger, but it had gotten bent enough that she couldn't pull it off of her finger. So for years, she just never took off her wedding band because the metal was bent in a way that she couldn't get it off of her finger. The benefit to tungsten is, number one, it's extremely hard. The only materials that are harder than tungsten are either diamond or...
corundum or...
corundum or diamond.
It's really high up there in the metal
It's very
scale.
high up there in the hardness scale, so it's hard to damage it. And if you do damage it, it won't bend, it'll shatter because it's brittle. So if your hand gets crushed, tungsten will shatter and fall off of your hand as opposed to getting stuck on it.
Yeah, basically, it'll either protect your hand from getting crushed or it'll shatter so it can't continue to cut off circulation and damage you.
Right.
So it was a win-win on that, and I'm like, wow, this is just like the best possible material I can have a ring out of.
Right.
So I went with it. This wasn't supposed to turn into a long.
Wasn't supposed
thing.
to. It got a bit long because to me it's an interesting topic, especially because I'm the kind of person where like a lot of the jewelry I wear is not. Well, I haven't worn jewelry in like a year now because I haven't been out of the house very much.
This is part of the problem with being us is that you get everything winds up having a story because we put too much thought into things because our brains are just that's how
wired
they work.
To be like if it's interesting, it's cool. If it's not, and that was part of my one of the things that became a thing for me. I noticed years and years and years ago for jewelry was I kind of didn't care if it was just like, oh look, I like to wear shiny things or I like to wear expensive things. I kind of don't. I like to wear things with a story. So if it's a gift from somebody that I care about, or if I got it on a really cool trip, or if I just thought it was a really cool material or something like that, then I would wear it. If it's just like, hey, this necklace is pretty in blue, I'm like, okay, why?
Yeah, we have so many little keepsakes and stuff like for example, at the bottom of one of our flights of stairs, just on a corner shelf, there is it's still in the box. It's isn't it Flareon?
Oh yeah, the Flareon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have a Flareon in the box, a Flareon plush. It's just a plush animal. Because I happened to be there on the day that the local Toys R Us was shutting down. And I mean, it's kind of an end of an era with Toys R Us going bankrupt and shutting down. So, but the important part, it said it was only at Toys R Us, and I'm like, well, if I'm gonna get a keepsake,
said only in Toys R Us.
You know, if I can get Pokemon, and it's gonna say only at Toys R Us, then I'm gonna leave it in the box, and we'll just put this somewhere. So everything has to have a little. I don't want to just have stuff around the house unless it has a story behind it, because there's only so many things you can have around the house.
I'll make some allowances for like I just liked this, but on the whole, I want there to be something cool to tell about it.
I gotta go give the wizard another.
Plushie says that Mama had a ring she couldn't get off her finger and had to get it cut off after her divorce. Number one, and I don't mean to be insensitive, whenever somebody tells me that they got divorced, my reaction is always, I'm sorry / congratulations, whichever one is more appropriate for you. Because that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you said that and I apologize, but the thing that I thought of was, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be like almost a cool ceremony, getting that ring cut off? For like the divorce being final. Tunk. Excellent. Done. That chapter in my life is over, and now let us go forth and forge even better chapters.
Yeah, that's true. The Toys R Us in Canada is a separate company. So they do still exist.
Well, that makes me happy to know. I didn't know that. Toys R Us, it was never like a huge part of my upbringing, but dude, it was an institution that was around since I was born. So I was like, yes, I'm a product of capitalist corporate America, but there was something sad about Toys R Us closing down in the States.
Unfortunately, it's another one of those stories of a bunch of bloodsuckers came in and ran the company wrong just to make more money in the short term and ultimately caused it to collapse. So
that's what I said. Capitalist corporate America. I will also say, again, the benefit to the tungsten ring thing is even if you go to like the high-end jewelers, tungsten rings don't cost that much.
No, they don't.
So I remember talking to a coworker. I didn't know this super well, but this was back in the before times when I was actually in the office.
Christina, thanks for joining us. Hopefully the meeting goes well.
Thank you. Appreciate you joining us. Good luck at your meeting. But I do remember talking to somebody who was getting married and talking about like financing and everything for the ring itself, and I'm like, They were talking about, you know, again, financing for the ring, and one of our interns that was like college aged heard it and was like, See, this makes me second guess getting married. And I kind of leaned over to him and pointed to my ring and said, $20 on Amazon. I could replace it today. And he's just like, and see, I can't imagine a wife that's okay with that. I'm like, then, you know, keep imagining or keep finding one who is okay with it if that's important to you. But it's possible. Totally possible, dude.
Wait, what is this? Where did I get a frozen geode?
You know, I'm not against expensive jewelry. If you like it, if that matters to you, if you enjoy, I do like the idea that the symbolism of an expensive ring represents the dedication that you're putting into your potential partner.
I like Mossflower's take, yeah. No, for something that expensive, propose to me with a house. Propose to me with something that's an investment. And part of the problem right now is...
I think it's a generational divide, too.
Well, that and the price, the fact that the price of gold has skyrocketed because of, you know, economic instability. And as a result, it made jewelry prices go up tremendously as well, which means that just like anything else, I mean, they are gold. They're going to go down in value if things become more stable. It's a gamble. So there was a lot of things to consider when looking at those different things.
And okay, number one, Tenchi, I like the logic behind your wedding ring, where you say yours is titanium. Done tungsten rings, they're nice, but with the kind of work that you do and you've tried, you know, I like it when thought goes into like the practicality of what do you want? If you want a wedding ring to be a practical thing you can wear all the time and not let it get damaged, then I think durability over all else is a nice sentiment to have. I will also say, by the way, just this is the feminist in me coming out. The whole stereotype of women loving diamonds and women being like gold digging and wanting diamonds is arguably an artifact. Good night, Palmetto. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good one.
You gotta let me know when you go to bed, Mandy.
Yeah, sorry. Every time I do it, something happens and I get distracted. I just put my character to bed. Oh, yes, but the whole women love jewelry, women love diamonds thing is partially a holdover from when women were not allowed to have bank accounts or own property. If you can own jewelry, you own something that can be quickly liquidated. You own actual wealth that belongs to only you. So there is kind of a holdover there of that's part of the reason for it.
You did a lot of fishing today.
Yes, I did. You paused time, which apparently pauses the bubble point respawns, so I just had a bubble thing to keep fishing at all day.
Pausing time. Read the TV. Check the weather report. Now, it should be nice and clear today. The weather report says, welcome to Kazu 5, your number one source for weather, news, and entertainment. And now the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. It's been one hell of a nice spring. The fortune teller says, welcome to Welwick's Oracle. The spirits are very displeased. Oh, it's a red skull day. They will do their best to make your life difficult, which probably just means a lot more levels in the mines where a bunch of enemies spawn.
Right.
And do we have any mail? Yes, we have mail.
Oh, really?
I don't keep getting mail. Who is it? It's Kent. Oh, because I'm slowly becoming friends with Kent. Picked up this recipe overseas. Enjoy. I want to say thanks for making me feel welcome. Crispy bass. I'm going to guess this is oil and a bass. So, resuming time. All right.
All right, take care of the animals. So many animals, and they all just gather right outside. Snuffles, I love you. Can you stop finding truffles right in front of the exit to the barn so that animals don't get caught?
Is that what's happening? Well, I will turn that into oil because we have room for oil. Oh, wait.
Perfect.
There we go. I got it. Go make some oil.
We have a lot of truffles on our
happening.
property, apparently.
Yeah. Tenchi says, my wife bought me a wedding band for Christmas this year that is made from a silver dollar coin from the year we were married. It's been hammered into a ring. Sadly, it's mostly copper and zinc that turns my finger blue.
Okay, but that's still a really cool story behind it. By the way, you can also put a coating on the inside to keep copper from turning your skin colors. I have a lot of copper jewelry
resin?
because I love copper. That clear nail polish will do it. Any barrier between the copper and your skin should do it. But that's a really cool idea. Like, I love that. See, that's the kind of stuff that I love. There's some thought put into it. I'll have to post a photo in Discord of the ring that I proposed to you with Fox. I picked that one specifically because it had like a faceted design that looked armored to me. And since you were getting married in armor, and I knew that, you had your whole armor thing picked out even before I proposed to you. I specifically went for that because I was like, it looks armored, it looks kind of cool, and it also broke up the surface of it a bit, so it sparkles, which I liked. So, yeah. I like when it doesn't have to be like, everything doesn't have to have some super deep, meaningful reason behind it, but if you can tell something other than just, I don't know, I bought it. Like, some reason behind it, like, I picked that out because it looked like this, or, you know. I always think that's fun.
Well, we got a lot of parsnips. I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but we got them.
Awesome. I'm gonna eat them. Maybe. What is it? It's Tuesday. Ooh, Tenchi's put a picture of the ring. I need to remember to check Discord after we're finished for tonight. I'm gonna get through at least one more day tonight. I may call it after today. I have been...
You mean after the next day?
After this day in the game. Meaning, I'm gonna try to make it until 10. I might call it just a little bit early as opposed to going a little bit late. Only because I have been tired. So... Anyway.
Oh, I thought I was going to have exactly the right amount. Over by 2. You need a lot more seeds. I need to start buying seeds in serious bulk. Or at least these ones that don't keep recreating.
Sorry, I glanced up and I saw Lupa saying Mondays are a thing. Yes, it's been very Monday today. Like, I took breaks twice today and tried to go get naps, and I'm still tired. I'm just like, obviously, I know I didn't sleep well on Saturday night, and apparently I didn't sleep well enough last night either, and I just need to crash tonight. And I love how Raz is just... Oh, how dare you look out for your well-being and needs. Yeah, I know, I'm awful. And also, Fox, no NyQuil. No, never again. I hate NyQuil. It's awful. You're terrible. You're the devil.
You also take the gel cap form. But no, you really don't actually use NyQuil to help you sleep.
No. There's so much other stuff in NyQuil. Don't take it just as a sleep aid. Maybe I should take some melatonin tonight, though. Oh, hey. My shrimp have a request. My shrimp say we'd be more comfortable if we had 10 bug meats in here.
I mean, I'm sure they would, because then they could eat bug meat.
Right.
I'm surprised you don't have to feed the fish farms.
Right?
I mean, that's what they are,
How
basically.
come I don't have bug... Wait, do I have bug meats?
Because you probably turned it all into bait.
I did turn it all into bait. Do I have bug meats? I don't think I have bug meats. No. So, okay. I'll remember that for next time. We're going to have to go into the...
So what happens when you build
mines.
when you all build the community center? What next? I don't know, Brighttail. Mostly because that's a spoiler.
Partially, that's a spoiler, and partially the community center is like the first big goal. And Fox and I are talking about we may switch to doing a different game after we complete the community center. Treat that as like at least our first, end game, where we've beaten at least most of the original part of the game, and then swap to something else.
Yeah, unless we get a real concrete goal afterwards.
Yeah, we don't want to just keep... We're both sort of in a holding pattern here, waiting for that red cabbage, and the game, honestly, is not as much fun if you're in a holding pattern.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, I might just do like a really long stream on Saturday where we just try to progress through the different time period and to find something else that unlocks, or just talk to somebody who has played for longer and find out when something more storyline based unlocks. But apart from like going to social calendar and finding, marrying somebody, apart from that, man.
Yeah, the community center really is the big goal to finish. So it's like, okay. And there's a lot more that we would like to do on these kind of streams. We don't want to just get locked into only doing Stardew Valley. This has been good because it's semi-familiar / semi, low. It's pretty chill. And we're going to probably stick with very chill games. But yeah, we've already started brainstorming and talking about what we might do next. Looking for other, either similarly chill or similarly, like... What's the word I'm looking for here? couple of the
But
games.
she says, I do know there is a direct big goal after the community center. Okay, so then if that's the case...
I mean, if it turns out we really want to keep going, we will.
if there's a tangible goal, absolutely. Oh, this is imbued with potent arcade energies. That's very useful for my studies. You'd think I would, with as much as I only give the... Well, I forget to go to the wizard a lot. Oh, he's at 9 out of 10. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, you'd think it'd be really higher. It is higher, Fox. Chill out.
I think Stardew has been an excellent game. Well, thank you, Harper. I'm really glad people are enjoying it. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm sure people are getting bored of us. We have to switch. But it's like, no, I don't want Fox and I to get bored of it. That's really what it comes down to. So we're looking at other options.
Yeah, like right now I'd be like, oh, look at all these pine trees here. I could totally chop these down and get us some more wood. But I don't need any more wood. I've got over 1,000 of it. So it's kind of like, okay, I guess I'll just leave these right now unless something else is going to come up that suddenly is like, oh, by the way, you need 2,500 wood. And then in which case I'd be like, oh, I should have been chopping down those trees and burning energy.
And I'm kind of in a loop here where I'm like, all right, I can keep fishing. But also,
And,
there's a legend to catch, but I can only do that on rainy days.
Leia's actually getting some... Oh, am I in a cutscene? I'm in a cutscene with Leia. Okay.
Ooh, nice one.
Oh, hi, Fox. Come in. All right. In a normal world, I would have knocked on the door and been invited in, but what is it with video games and you can't just like knock on doors and have a normal conversation and be invited in or have nobody answer? I'm just working on this sculpture here, says Leia. Come here, watch this. Okay. This is generally like a long process, unless you're going to do something dramatic. See that? I'm revealing the essence of the wood. The essence of the wood. Can I harvest wood essence? Is that going to be a new tool for me to... Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. It's the same. I was about to say, my exact thought was, it's the same with people. I actually prefer the look of raw wood, unadulterated... Of raw, unadulterated wood. Okay. What? Why is there an option that just says creepy, may I have a kiss?
I like that it labels that option as creepy.
Yeah.
If you lean to the side, Fox, so people can see. Other side, yeah.
It actually
I like
says
that it labels
creepy.
it
May I
creepy.
have a kiss? Like, why would it even give you... I mean, I guess it's
if
nice
you
that it
just
gives
don't
you
want Leia to like you.
Yeah, I guess if you want to lose some hearts, that's fine. Once you get past the outer layers, the true nature starts to show. Just like onions. Nobody likes onions. Everybody likes parfaits. What? She goes, what? Oh, yeah, that's absolutely right. Leia doesn't really strike me as a people person. She goes, she's revealing her wood to you. This is normally a much later dating activity. I first visited this valley as a little girl while on vacation with my parents. I knew I had to come back someday. This place has great artistic potential. I guess it's her. Although, I have to admit, it's not easy to pay the bills as an artist. No, generally isn't. Why don't you have an art show in town? Or why don't you sell your art on the internet? I don't think the internet part's going to go well since she doesn't even seem to have a computer.
Right.
I mean, Etsy probably would be more ideal than an art show in town.
Etsy takes an awful lot. You have to factor in shipping and other costs.
Yeah, so there are downsides to each of these, but I suspect that,
knowing her.
Knowing the game, making it about the town is gonna be the correct option here.
I was gonna say they're both viable options as an artist. It's just some are more depends on where you are. Excuse me, sorry. Whew, okay, keep it up.
Her sculptures are kind of large, so shipping would kill you.
Oh God, yeah.
She'd have to make much smaller sculptures. Let's go with town. Interesting. I guess that could set the wheels in motion for making Pelican Town a true art destination. But what if no one likes my sculptures? I'd be crushed. Well, you miss every shot you don't take.
Right?
I'll have to think about it. You do that. Okay, bye. I only came here to give you corn. Well, thanks for stopping by, Fox. No problem. Wait, take this corn. No. Let me back in. Let me in. No! Another cutscene.
Oh, wow.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to come back to the city. Stop calling me. I don't want to hear from you anymore. I like how they've actually got her on the phone in the icon in the bottom right.
Yeah, it's a nice attention to detail.
Also, how did I get into your house? Like, I should have not been able to hear that. And then this face, Fox. Yes, because that is exactly the face you would have if somebody just walked into your house. I realize it's out in the country, and now a lot of people will lock their front doors. Security.
But seriously, they also don't expect. They don't lock their front doors because they don't expect you to just wander in.
And even if you did walk in, you'd say hello first, so you wouldn't just creep up on someone. So I guess you heard me yelling on the phone. Yes, that would also be like, you should be upset that I just walked into your house. Stop getting so close. This is creepy. Personal space, Fox. That was my ex, Kel. Leia and Kel. Their couple name is Kalea. I guess I'd better tell you a little about it. No, you really shouldn't. That's none of my damn business, Leia. Why are you doing this? I don't even know what our relationship level is right now. We had an apartment together back in the city. I did odd jobs during the day and spent all night working on art projects. We barely made enough to scrape by. He was always nagging me to go back to school and study business or medicine, something with a lot of money in it. What did he do? I guess the idea was to save up for a normal life. You know, a house in the suburbs, kids, PTA meetings, that sort of thing. Did you want kids, Leia? Because that's kind of an important thing to talk about in a relationship. I wasn't ready for that kind of life, Fox. I had to leave. So I came here to pursue my dream of being an artist.
I mean, she did exactly that. She didn't want that life.
Was that selfish of me, Fox? No. No, and your ex sounds like an idiot. No, but you would have been better off. These are the options here are, I guess I should just turn to the side. No, it had to be done. No, you and your ex, and your ex sounds like an idiot. No, but you would have been better off staying in the city. Yeah, little, or yeah, it's natural to care about yourself first. No. I mean, if that's what you wanted to do. And, you know, if you don't agree with somebody, someone is not supposed to be telling you how to live your own life.
The most important thing in a relationship when you're an adult and you are looking for somebody to spend your life with is, do you have the same priorities in life? If you don't, that's a fundamental disconnect.
Yeah, and the ex doesn't sound like an idiot. He sounds selfish.
Or just they did not have the same priorities, so they had to break up. That's how it happens.
I wouldn't have been happy back there.
Right.
It was better for both of us to end an unsustainable relationship while we were still young and flexible. Yes. Wait, how old are you now?
20s.
Anyway, I've been thinking a little more about that art idea you had. Or art show idea you had. You mean when I, like, less than a minute ago?
Yeah, you're catching up on cutscenes here.
Apparently I have not walked into Leia's house a lot while she's here. Oh crap, time's still progressing. I'm working on some new sculptures to display at the show. I'm nervous, but the thought of getting my work out there is pretty exciting. I'm just glad you're on board with making Stardew Valley a premier art destination. Sure, no problem. Can I give you corn? You've eaten my entire day while I'm trying to give you corn. Are you going to suck me into another time? She's not even here! Now I have to go. You know what? Did I give Marnie a corn? I lost my... Thank you, Leia. If I'd known... I should start pausing time before I go into people's houses. Or change maps at all. She's probably over here somewhere. Hello, little child. You do not like corn.
I feel like Fox is the real mayor here. Yeah, kinda.
There she is. She's not fishing. How did she get by me? She's not fishing. Here,
She's
take
trying.
your damn corn. This is a really nice gift. What are we? Oh, we're 8 out of 8. That's why you're telling me all this stuff.
I just want to give you corn. Actually, yeah, 8 out of 8, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna unlock everything.
Yeah, it's gonna unlock pretty much everything, and then you can't get any higher with her unless you declare her your girlfriend. I say declare her because it's like you have to ask them to be your girl or boyfriend, but once you're at 8 out of 8, once you give them the bouquet, it just happens. And, oh, hey, all the animals are going back home. They just all suddenly...
Hey, Kent. You're exactly what I was looking for. You've already given Kent 2 gifts this week. All right, never mind, Kent. Get out of here. Who have I not... And I will not be able to get to because of all of the cutscenes. Jody, Clint, Pam... Wait, no, I already gave Jody 2. So Clint and Pam will be at the bar. It's not a problem. I'm going to avoid Emily for the rest of the game. Willie... Elliot... I guess I can give Abigail some stuff. See, I haven't been giving Abigail things that she likes. I guess I should start carrying her an amethyst. And pumpkins. I think we have some pumpkins.
I think so.
Just to get that up. The suit of armor. I mean, the suit of armor thing was cool, but it's not like, oh, you like suits of armor, and now suddenly I'm going to pursue you as a, potential
Right,
love
it's like you like
interest.
suits of armor, okay,
Yeah,
but...
lots of people do. It's unusual, but it's not necessarily meaning we're going to get along.
But do you have chemistry? Do you... And also, they're NPCs in a game, so... Evidently, the next, there is another game in development by, I think, Chucklefish? The same people who produced this game. Not the same guy who created it, but the same company that helped him produce it. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like a Magic Academy game in the vein of like Harry Potter or what have you, where you play as a student in a magical academy. And they said one of the things they were doing was there's a dating component to it. But they said they were trying to introduce some complexity to it because they were a little bit tired of dating games where it's basically, as long as you answer everything correctly, they will fall in love with you and you'll be together forever. They wanted to introduce like an element of randomness because sometimes you can do everything right and just still, you're just not a good match and it's not going to work out.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, honestly, you should really just be able to pick your personality, not give answers to questions, because giving answers to questions
or the
based on
answers you
what-
give to questions overall in the game
Don't-
entirely, not just to that person, determine your personality and your reputation. So,
Uh-oh.
and I don't have any
Cutscene.
detail other than that. Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh. Abigail is not happy. Stop telling me how to live my life. Hey, cut it out. We're letting you live here free of charge until you finish school. It seems like you don't appreciate that at all.
You're her parents.
Stop trying to make me feel guilty. I appreciate that you and Dad are helping me out, but expecting me to dress the way you want is ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a little girl anymore, Mom. I mean, how is she dressing? Suits of armor should be fine. You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, good mom.
Also, what the fuck am I doing in their house? Is someone
Right?
there? Right? Yeah. Oh, now I'm running away. That's even better. This is great. I am the creepiest person in this damn town. I swear this house is haunted. You really are. It's Stardew Valley, town creeper.
Yeah.
Between hiding and like hearing stuff about Lewis and Marnie and now this, no, forget
Right?
about it. Here, have some corn. Or,
Oh my god, mom apologized. I feel my childhood trauma healing. You know?
oh, right, he hates this. I need to stop giving him corn. You know what? I really don't care about Peter.
I do love it when games that are like, oh, antagonistic relationship between kid and parents. I like it when the parents are shown as not just the wardens for their children who are always right. But yeah.
Kids here? No. I don't even remember where Abigail goes to hide at night.
I'm just thinking out loud and fading here, so. Ugh. I'm glad I was able to make it to stream tonight, but yeah, I'm not going to make it very far past 10 p.m.
Or give him 2.
And it's 9:53 p.m. where we are right now, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anybody else to throw corn at tonight.
I don't
No
think
more
so.
cob chucking.
You might find a couple people in the
bar.
what's at the bar, but yeah.
Yeah, I already checked the bar. I don't know where Abigail hides at night, and it's probably changed.
She
towards
probably
the day.
goes home.
No, I checked her house.
Oh, well then I don't know.
Because I can just walk into her damn house for some reason. No, don't eat corn. Check and see if anybody else has wandered into the bar. Probably not. I'm sure there's some spreadsheet and everybody's mapped out exactly where everybody goes based
Oh,
on
yeah.
what conditions and stuff
Totally.
like that. But oh, and I guess we should get more fridges. Although now I'm thinking about we're gonna have like separate fridges for everything. Otherwise, you're gonna wind up with duplicates. Yeah, it gets complicated.
Yeah, and part of it too is part of the we could look at playing something else thing is once you get into the spreadsheet level of the game, it gets
It's not
rewarding
fun
on an
anymore.
individual level, but not fun to watch or participate in. So,
Lupus, thanks for joining us.
thank you guys.
Get some.
And
Hope you enjoy your dinner.
Harper, thank you for clipping Town Creeper.
Oh, 5 iron ore. Don't mind if I do. We generally on the need for iron. I'll throw that into the forge before we go to sleep.
Yep, I'm just about to
I
put my
can't
character
get
to
through.
bed, I think, because I've run out of things I can reasonably do in the game, and I am running out of energy reasonably in real life as well, I'm afraid.
Park Pebbles.
I have parked my character. I have told you this. You do not have to go to bed immediately, but I am going to start winding down.
No, I think we got another 5 minutes so we can
Yeah, like
chat.
we have another 5 minutes, and I'm like, we can chat, we can finish up chat, but we can't get another day in the game in, so.
Oh, you know what? I guess we can just make it all one fridge, and we'll just have to go to them in order. Just like boom, drop off everything that we could possibly have into this one, and then go to the next one and the next one. Because we can't. Can we move? No, we can't move this fridge.
No, that one's locked
Okay.
in place.
And
They
then I'll
glued it
just-
to the
I'll
ground.
pull that one and put it over here, and we can. Then it's just like drop off all, drop off all, drop off all, and we can keep the fridges stocked and do some cooking that way. I wish I could just ship geodes to Clint, and then have pay for shipping to have him just send what came out of it back.
That would be a cool upgrade.
Yeah.
Later on. Like if you got enough, like if you got 10 out of 10 with Clint or something like that.
Well, would it have to be 10? Is Clint set for?
I don't
what is
know.
Clint's.
He's not single, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. so
Or
you
he
can't
is
get up
single,
to-
but he is not interested in you.
Well, yeah, obviously. I wonder if there should be a side quest just to get Clint and Emily together
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
do some Cyrano de Bergerac stuff for Clint.
See, and
Although
that's
that
what
would
I always
turn
thought is like after I appreciate the games keep the, bachelor and bachelorette options open for the player, but I always felt like after you get married to somebody, it'd be cool if there's an option for the other single people in town to eventually like pair off or something.
See, that's not a bad idea. Plus, you said he wishes there was a personal anvil that you could get that would allow you to crack your own geodes. That's an awesome upgrade.
That would be cool, yes. Put Clint out of a job, but
Well, no, he does plenty of other stuff. It's not like you're upgrading your
true.
own tools and, the level of self-sufficiency that I would want if I was a farmer, for example.
that's fair.
But
Not a bad night.
what do we turn it? Oh, the truffle oil. Yeah, 2 truffle oil, 3K.
Not bad.
Good stuff. All right,
That
moving
was on a
to-
bad luck day. We only got the 2 truffles, so.
Oh, yeah. Day 10 of spring. So we've still got a couple more play sessions
At least, yeah.
before we have to find another game to play. And that's only if we don't,
Decide to keep going, yeah, but.
because if there is something immediately after the community center opens up, then we can go ahead and take care of that, as long as it isn't something really, really tedious. And we still have to get to the bottom of the Skull Cave. Although on that one, I may actually Google and just be like, what's the best way to go about doing this rather than fruitlessly attempting
Yeah,
over
because I
and
don't know
over
that I've
again.
ever gotten that far. It is not easy.
But I'm sure it has something to do with having a lot of coffee so that you can just move really quick, and then taking every hole or ladder that you find and just moving as quickly as possible down there. And worst case scenario, if it's one of those ones that's really like difficult to do and is achievement like one of those only completionist achievements, then we'll probably just pause time and do it. Frankly, just pausing time and going through and not have to worry about the time constraint would still be pretty hard to get to the very bottom of it, I think. Just based on the number of enemies that are coming at us, and maybe with a better set of swords. If there isn't any other armor, if you can't wear the armor that Abigail was wearing, that would be nice. Why can't I just walk around in armor and go down into the cave? Where's the mod for
would
that?
Probably make farming pretty difficult. Can you imagine farming in chainmail? Ugh.
It would be hard. Not impossible, but you would run out of energy pretty quick. Plus, she says Clint has a pretty big case of nice guy syndrome, and I would like to be able to help Clint stop pining and start loving himself as he is.
That would be nice if there was like a post game thing or whatnot where
Clint
forget getting in with
DLC.
Emily, but just like Clint DLC, make Clint happy with himself. That would
Clint,
be cool.
stop trying to treat other people like they are something other than other people. Just treat people like people. and
Stop
they-
looking for a solution to your depression in other people and start looking for it in yourself.
It's okay to like other people, and it's also okay for them. Like, it's okay to find other people attractive and to have them not find you attractive. If you don't get, if you don't work together, stop trying to pretend that you're going to, because eventually you're going to drop that act and then you're going to be miserable. Why would you do that? That's used car salesman level of living, and that's terrible. So that is like my number one bit of dating advice is when they say just be yourself, that's what they mean. Don't try to sell yourself as somebody else.
Right, because if they don't love you for who you are now, you
Then-
can't act forever.
Right. I mean, you can. You're just going to make yourself miserable. And
Just me, or is Fox looking like Captain Obvious today? I
you
mean,
would think these things would be obvious.
you would think that.
But
And the problem is that when you can
not.
say it, and even people that are in the depths of pretending to be something they're not, will be like, yes, I totally agree with you, and not realize
that
that they're
realize
doing
that
it
they're
wrong.
doing
Look, I've been there too. It happens. It's funny, and it's scary how blinded you can get to a situation when you're in it. But
He does, or the captain's cop cousin.
I was gonna say, well, I mean,
there is a captain.
there's no
You can
rank
be a captain,
on the cap.
right?
That could be a captain.
Although I don't know that they typically wear. This is a uniform. Captains generally won't wear this kind of uniform. I guess if they're in dress blues, but
Excuse me.
that's it. And with that one, that's probably more a genuine yawn from Mandy as opposed to just the I'm
No,
on
this
the air
is
yawn.
a genuine, and I can feel like my brain starting to slow here a bit. So it's a, hey, I'm glad I made it for a little bit. This was a lot of fun, guys. I am gonna go try to go get some rest though, because I can tell I definitely need it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I really had a good time, and I hope you guys did too. I will let Fox sign us out.
That said, if you are also going to sleep, I hope it is restful. If you're gonna relax after this, may it be chill. And if you're gonna be getting some extra work done tonight, may it be productive. That said, I am Fox Keegan.
I'm Mandy Seley.
This has been a Curtailed stream. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you had a great deal of fun. Please join us again on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we pick this back up where we left off. Thanks, everybody.